Colleagues, I really can't make this stuff up. 11 months after the Democratic chair of Lenawee County, a man elected by Democrats and executive board of Lenawee County, called for my death, we have a resolution. Thank you. But I'm not going to stop my speech here. For years, I've watched Democrats and their allies in the media, and yes, media, you are complicit. They spent years painting Republicans as a party of political violence. They've told America that we're dangerous, that I'm an extremist, that I somehow threaten democracy itself. They said it over and over and over, hoping if they repeat the lie enough, people will start to believe it. And then these same Democrats turn around and hold a rally called No Kings. What did I see in Monroe? Shirts worn by nuns that said 8647, a thinly veiled, disgusting call of violence against the sitting president of the United States. And let's be clear, I don't care what an obese ex-rep in Monroe County says about what 86 means because he had a job in a restaurant. James Comey told us last year what 86 means. He ran the FBI, and in the FBI, 86 means to kill and get rid of. And now it's happening in my own backyard. Just recently, the same man, the head of the Lenawee County Democratic Party, Bill Swift, who also called for anyone that supported Donald Trump to be hung, like I said 11 months ago, attended the Dingle Unity Dinner. What an apropos name, Unity Dinner, in Monroe County, in my backyard at the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Hall, posing with an 8647 sign and also a MAGA equals a Nazi sign. Now, some on the other side of the chamber were at this event. They were headliners. The Secretary of State, your state party chair, he headlined the event. These are the same people who claim to be the champions of civility. You're the same people that tell me that words matter, that rhetoric can incite violence. And then when it's your side, when it's hate directed at a Republican president, you laugh and suddenly say, well, it's speech. It's a resistance. It's a restaurant industry term. It's art. It's not resistance. It's true hypocrisy. Imagine for 1 second if we held a rally out in the lawn and we all had shirts that said, death to Governor Whitmer. Imagine what would happen. Imagine the field day the press would have on that for weeks. There'd be wall-to-wall coverage. But what happened 11 months ago when they called for me to die? Crickets. Until 11 months later, crickets. The journalists didn't write a thing about it. They knew about it. Journalists lose their minds over mean tweets, but they don't want to respond when a Democrat calls for the death of Joe Bellino. That's what I think about you damn journalists. This isn't about hypocrisy. It's about the moral rot that's got a hold of American politics, where hatred for one man, Donald J. Trump, has clouded basic decency, where disagreement has turned into dehumanization, where political opponents aren't wrong anymore. They're enemies that must be destroyed. And let's not forget, for years, Democrats were yelling, no one's above the law. Well, Madam AG in New York, no one's above the law. You say there's no kings, but you like to decide who gets to live and die. And on a personal note, one of my last campaigns, the Carpenters Union put a freaking noose in my front yard with my picture on it. And my wife discovered it. And now you want to talk about civility and no violence? It's complete bullshit. The Carpenters Union, who give almost all their money to Democrats, they did that to me. They violated my rights. They upset my wife for hours.
Senator, language, please.
Complete bullshit.